And so it begins. This is where the world tour starts to get real. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. This is flight 034 of 209. We are flying from Bern to Mollis in those mountains behind us over there. And this is where it starts to get technical. We're going to fly in between the valleys, hopefully touch down safely, 15-minute flight or so, and then the next flight will be helicopter bound over to Vaduz, over a couple of mountains, over into Liechtenstein, into Vaduz. So this is the first time that I'm going to have to drop the Airbus A320 off at Mollis. Let's get there safe. But, as always, if this is your first flight with us today, then you've joined at a good one. It's all been child's play up to now. You know, there's been a few issues here and there, but it's all been child's play. This is where it gets real. I'll be swooping between the mountains coming in. It's possible. I've done it in practice. Before this world tour started, I did practice the odd challenging flight. This is one of them. But yeah, should be 10-15 minutes and weaving between the mountains. So should be an interesting one. Hopefully, obviously, we get it down in one piece and then we can get the helicopter over to Vaduz maybe later on this afternoon and back again, because that'll just be 10 minutes in the helicopter there and back. But yeah, flight 034. If this is your first flight with us, then we do advise that you watch the Route Explainer video first. The Route Explainer video does cover this section of the world tour and goes through all the little flights that it's going to be from now to the time we get to Madrid. The next dozen flights are going to be hopping all over the shop. So please make sure to watch the Route Explainer video if you haven't already. But if you are a returning viewer, then we do recommend that you subscribe to the channel before departing the aircraft today. We should be clear to taxi out in the next few minutes for a departure time of 3:45 p.m. And like I say, total flight time expected to be a quarter of an hour at the most, I'd say, heading east into the mountains. So what else? I'll now begin our in-flight entertainment, which today will be music of my own choice. When it's excursion flights and we're staying within the same country, I'll play music of my own choosing. When we're in the helicopter, there'll be no music because it's full concentration and there'll only be 10 minutes anyway. But we can't have any distractions in the helicopter. When I'm in the Daher, if I'm going to a different country, then it'll remain the same process of play the country that I'm going to. In the case of the Barcelona to LSZB Daher TBM flight, again, that'll be my own choice of music. But yeah, these little excursion flights where we're staying within the same country, we've already had Swiss music, or you know, it was a bit all over the place, the music actually coming into this airport. But yeah, that's how I've decided to do it. So I'll have some music that I enjoy over to Mollis. But please be aware, it will be switched off during takeoff and landing. With that being said, if you have any questions regarding the Flawless 195 World Tour, then please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the section below. And finally, I'd just like to say thank you for choosing Flawless 195 today into Mollis. Here we go. It's a pleasure to have you on board, and this is where the World Tour begins. Let's go. Let's get it. This is going to be technical. There isn't going to be much autopilot. It didn't work in the last flight anyway, so I hope it does for a few minutes. So kind of testing that as well. But yeah, anyway, enough waffle. Let's get the plane ready for departure and let's swoop between the mountains. Let's do it. I'm ready for this one. Well up for this one. Can't wait. This is the section I've been waiting for, you know, and that's why I've been zooming through Europe to get to some technical flights. Here we go. The world tour starts now. Let's have it.
Bern clearance delivery, British Airways British Airways cleared to Lima Sierra Zulu Mike Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 32 climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 126.225 squawk 2067.
British Airways reads that correct. Contact ground on 119.
takeoff runway 32 British Airways.
Please pay attention to illuminated signs and crew instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Hold the mask in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and clip together. Pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
Well, it looks like we're going to need every inch of this runway to get us off the ground. Oh. Whoa. It's a rave, apparently. Right, I'm going to back it up, mate. I'm going to back it up. We need every inch of this runway. Cabin crew seats for takeoff. Let's get it.
British Airways contact Zurich Center on 126.225. Good day.
126.225 British Airways. Goodbye. Zurich Center British Airways is at 2,600 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
British Airways Zurich Center altimeter 30.15 radar contact. Continue to DV 100. British Airways keep speed not above 180 knots.
Keep speed not above 180 knots British Airways. flight level 250 British Airways.
British Airways descend and maintain 13,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 13,000 feet British Airways.
British Airways descend and maintain 5,300 feet.
Descend and maintain 5,300 feet British Airways.
British Airways, please
Well, good news, ladies and gentlemen. The autopilot is working.
Angel of my dreams, I will always love you and hate you. It's not fair. It's so bittersweet. sad, it's so bad, it's funny. Care if I cry, care if I die, you only care about money. Selling my soul to a psycho, they say I'm so lucky. But it feels nice in the spotlight. When the camera flashy, I act so happy. I'm in heaven when you're looking at me. Angel of my dreams, I will always love you and hate you. It's not fair. It's so bittersweet. I will always want you and need you. You don't care. Love when you call me a star. You let me down in the dark. Want you and need you. You don't care. It's not fair. Fair that I try, fair that I grind, fair that I buy you sushi. Got you a car, got you a house, got you a suit, it's Gucci. If I don't win, I'm in the bin. You say you never knew me, but when I pop off, you sue me, so sue me. But it feels nice in the spotlight. When the camera flashy, I act so happy. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven when you're looking at me. Angel of my dreams, I will always love you, hate you. It's not fair. It's so bittersweet. I will always want you and need you. You don't care. Love when you call me a star. You
Okay, here we are down on the ground in Mollis. It wasn't exactly fighter jet through the mountains. But we've got to be careful, you know. Alright, I was a bit low, I was a bit slow, but you've got to be careful. I don't want the world tour to come to an end like that, so I've got to be careful weaving through the mountains. But we're down in Mollis now. I would say I'd take it to the gate, but do you know what? I might be better going back down the runway and coming off down the other end, actually, because this is just a road and there's a few cars parked further up. So I'm going to back up, back onto the runway, back down the other side. But yeah, we're down on the ground in Bern. This is it. The script's in the bin. This is all. This is what the World Tour's all about. So I'm going to, straight after this, I'm going to record the... I'm going to get in the helicopter now. I'm going to do it now. In fact, it should be waiting for us here. It will be once I load it in. Right, I'm going to park up and we're going to go over the mountains into Vaduz now. So stay tuned. Yeah, I'll park up. I hope you enjoyed the music. I know on the face of it, it might seem like it might seem a bit sad, but I think it's incredibly beautiful piece of music from 2007. M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. But yeah, I do love that piece of music, even though it might seem on the surface of it a bit sad. I quite find it uplifting, weirdly enough. Right, anyway, right, I'm going to park up down the other end, and that'll be the end of this flight, and then I'll be straight in the helicopter. So, yeah. It might be for me. Right, helicopter time. It's getting interesting now. I'm going to go over the mountains into Liechtenstein. Let's do it. Right, I'm going to park up, speak to you. Listen, you know about your seatbelts. You know about taking your baggage off. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's a pleasure to have you on board. And we're down on the ground in Mollis. This thing's about to get interesting. Okay, speak to you soon. that's the first. It didn't save the flight. Probably because I'm not at a gate, because there isn't really a gate. So the game's not automatically saved. But we know we're down. We know the situation. Right, I'm getting in the helicopter. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.